Do you fumble for words while speaking English? If yes, then this is the solution for you. I know, as an English speaker, you must have faced this particular problem at some point in your life that you're fumbling for words. And if you are still facing this problem, that when you're engaged in conversation or you're presenting at a stage, probably at college or your office, or you're speaking in front of somebody in English, you fumble for words. You start fumbling for words. What you want to speak, you know about it. You know the content. It's there in your mind, in the back of your mind somewhere. It's at the tip of your tongue, but you are at that particular time frozen. It's like you can't find the words. It's like everything is jumbled up all of a sudden, and you start fumbling for words. If this is true, if this is happening with you, then I have the perfect solution for you today, and this video can be a game changer for you. Hello, everybody. How are you all? Hope you're doing great. So, welcome back to another session of Learning English with me. I hope you all are ready for today's session. I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA-certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. Before beginning, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get all the awesome English lessons that I post for you on this channel. Please like the video and share it with your friends too. Now, coming back to today's lesson, fumbling for words. Are you facing such problem that you fumble for words? Why is this happening? See, there are a lot of thoughts in your head. You want to speak certain things, but maybe you're translating from your mother tongue to English. If you are doing this, you're translating from your mother tongue to English, this might happen that you're fumbling for words. You're not sure about what to do, which word was it. It's like it's there in your memory, but at that particular time, you're not able to retrieve. When this happens, you go in some kind of panic mode, and this panic mode increases the chances of fumbling for words because at that particular time you're not calm, you're not composed, you're not thinking straight, not thinking about what you are supposed to speak. You are stuck at a particular point. And this is the problem that you are facing. Yes, don't worry. I'm going to tell you what you need to do to unstuck, to not fumble, right? So, the first thing that you need to do is number one, bring clarity to your thoughts. Bring clarity to your thoughts. Now, how can you bring clarity to your thoughts? It's all up to you. It's in your hand. You can do that. At that particular moment, you're losing the clarity in your thoughts, and that is why you are fumbling. If you're not able to find the perfect word, or you're not able to retrieve a certain word or a sentence, leave it. I say leave it and focus on what is next. The next thing that you want to speak, that you want to say. For example, you are describing something and you want to use the word subtle. Okay, subtle. Subtle differences. I'm going to explain you the subtle differences in this matter. Subtle. Now you are not able to retrieve the particular word, or you say subtle and you start fumbling what to say next. Leave it. I'm going to tell you the differences between these kind of things, what I'm saying, right? Leave the word or leave that particular thought, and what you want to say, reframe it. Bring clarity to your thoughts. The main idea at that particular point should be the message that you want to deliver. That is it. Clarity in your thoughts is a must because once you have a clear head, clear thoughts, you will stop fumbling. You know what to say next. So, bringing clarity to your thoughts is the best thing to do at that particular time. Focus on what you want to say, what you exactly want to say, not on just particular grammar structure on a word, or maybe am I using the right tense or not. Leave this. Leave this aside and just speak out the message, the thing that you want to speak. Bring clarity to your thoughts. That is what it is. So, when you bring that clarity, I want to speak this, I should speak this. When you bring this kind of clarity, your thoughts would clear up. Whatever you are, that jumbled up state in, you are in that particular jumbled up state, you will come out of it. And then you will be again speaking in a great manner, or you'll be able to continue what you were speaking or the presentation. So the aim is to bring clarity to your thoughts. Now, the next thing, number two. Now, solution number two is to frame small sentences. Use small sentence structure. Now, this is something that I emphasize a lot, and I've told you about this before too, that you have to frame small sentence structures, frame small sentences. Now, these sentences would help you give time, and they'll be easy to be framed. When you continue speaking a sentence and make it complex, a lot of times you yourself lose train of your thought. What were you speaking? A lot of times I've seen people, they add a lot of and they do not end their sentences. Okay, and the conjunction, they use that conjunction or other conjunctions, and they continue speaking what they were speaking without using a full stop in the sentence. They do not end their sentence. So, using small sentence structures give you time and liberty to be clear with your thoughts, like I was saying. So, everything is interconnected. All the solutions are interconnected with each other. So, this is what you're supposed to do. You have to focus on creating small sentence structures, and believe me, when you do this, you'll find speaking is easy. So once you fumble for words, use some small sentence structure and get out of that situation. Try framing small sentence structure. Now, if you're doing this from the beginning of the conversation or the presentation or the speech, you will not fumble for words. The chances and the possibility of this fumbling in between would reduce a lot. By 90%, you will see that there is reduction in that fumbling process or the situation that you face. Now, what to do at that particular time, how to tackle these sentence structures? Just keep in mind that I have to end my sentence. I don't have to continue saying what I was saying in order to emphasize. A lot of people, they either emphasize or either out of that nervous state that they are in while speaking, they do not end their sentences. So, like you can see, I'm also ending my sentence, right? I'm not continuing everything with an end, but this, that, and I'm speaking and speaking and speaking without any end point. I'm not doing that. Similarly, you have to also speak in this manner that you do not just go on and on and on and on and without any pause. You do this because once you do that, you also get out of breath. And when you get out of breath, that situation of fumbling, confusion state that arises, because how much can you speak in one single breath? You can't speak a lot, and people try to do that. Try to speak a lot in just one single breath, and that is a blunder. So do not make this mistake, do not do this blunder. Just try to keep your sentences small, end them at the particular and appropriate time. That is what you're supposed to do. Solution number three is take meaningful pauses. Now, taking meaningful pauses, again, it's interconnected to everything. Bringing clarity to your thoughts. When you take a pause, you'll also have a time, some amount of time to think about or process what you want to say next. It'll also give some amount of time to your audience to process what you've said. So, this is very important. Taking meaningful pauses. As I do, as you can see, these pauses are very important because whatever you're saying, it should have an impact. And whatever you're saying, it must be processed by your audience. These pauses can be powerful changes to your speech, whatever you're speaking. It gives you the power of your speaking. It's like you are in control of what you're speaking when you take these meaningful pauses. Now, when I say meaningful pauses, I do not say that you have to pause after every 2 words, 3 words. No. You need to speak out what you want to say, a meaningful phrase, and then take a pause, a little pause. Not a very long pause of 5 seconds, 3 seconds. No. Just a mini pause, like I did just now. Okay? So you must notice that when I speak, I also take mini pauses here and there. Why? So that you can understand what I am saying. Once you know the message, it's clear that you know what I'm saying. So, this is very important. It makes you a great speaker when you take that pause, that meaningful pause. Why I'm saying meaningful pause? Because The pause is actually used to emphasize the meaning of what you say. So you're saying something, you take a pause. Yeah, your audience is like, okay, this person said this. It also buys you some time that whatever you want to say next, your mind is not prepared for that. It gives a short break to your mind so that you do not go into that overconscious, nervous state where you're fumbling for the words, you're fumbling for the correct sentence, the grammar structure, and this and that. No. So you are in a perfect state, a calm state where you're speaking everything that you want to. That is why the meaningful pause is important. It can create a lot of difference. Start using all these things. The solution that I've given you today, start implementing all the solutions, and you'll see a huge difference when you emerge out as a fluent speaker next time you speak. Okay, now the tip of the day, the special tip of the day from my desk, as usual, is whenever you find yourself in a situation that, okay, you're fumbling for words, one thing that I want to say is take a deep breath and become calm and composed. The more you'll think about the word, what you want to speak, the word, and everything, you'll become more nervous. When you're more nervous, you'll fumble more. So you find yourself in a situation where you're fumbling for words, your thoughts, whatever you want to say in English, just take a deep breath and reset, restart. You can restart from the very same sentence, or you can change your thought like I suggested, but stop right there. Stop, take a deep breath, and then begin once again. That is the key. And this is the special tip from my desk today. So that is it. That is it in today's video. I hope you liked it. You're gonna find it absolutely helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. That's it for today. I'm gonna meet you again in a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care. Bye.